Want to welcome everyone to this call. My name is Andre Campbell, Chairman, Leader, and Trader with I Am Master Academy. If you're joining us for the first time or if you're watching this recording, I want to say Happy New Year. It's 2020, and we have an amazing, amazing opportunity. What you're looking at right here is cmprofits.com. This is the website that I build and maintain. This website is for the purpose of sharing this information. Also, there's additional training and access to our global events that are popping up literally all over the place. This website also has a presentation in French and in Spanish. At the bottom right here, for those of you who want to do a presentation yourself, here is a PowerPoint presentation right here. Also down here, real live testimonials from men and women who are utilizing our system and having amazing results. Feel free to add your testimonial down there at the bottom also. Okay, this is Money Mondays. We do this call every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The purpose of this call is to help many learn how to earn plenty. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to share some information, updates, news. We have some promotions. Then I'm going to go into some training tonight on 4 currency pairs that I'm focusing on, 4 currency pairs that can help you right now this month add an extra $5, $10, $20,000 to your pocket. Not making any income claims, but it's true, it's happening, and we're doing it, and we're making it happen. So if you guys are excited for tonight, go ahead and put a 7 in the chat. If you're excited for tonight's call, put a 7 in the chat. All right, this is what we're gonna do to kick things off, right? We got a promotion I'm super, super proud of, super excited about. A young man who came into our team recently. And, we love to see the youth just take this thing by the horns, because you know what? Young people realize that gone are the days where they have to work inside of a cubicle for 30 years and retire broke. They don't have to do that. They see their friends, becoming millionaires on YouTube. They see technology being utilized. So they have a bigger scope of what's going on. It's been said, that after the age of 25, most people, you can't teach your old dog new tricks. So if you're under 25, these millennials, they are just killing this thing. So what I want to do tonight is recognize a young man who just got promoted. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how this thing works, right? Justin just said we have a dual threat opportunity. One, first and foremost, learn the skill of trading, a $6 trillion a day industry just in the foreign exchange alone, just in Forex, the largest financial market on the entire planet. If you're watching the news, you see the turmoil right now in the Middle East, the US, Iran, Iraq, everything going on. Do you all understand that right now, the banks, the wealthy people, many of us, we profited on that news? Well, you may be thinking, Andre, how can you be profiting on misery? You know what? We profit on misery, we profit on joy. That's what you call life, ups and downs, right? Right now, there are a lot of people who are looking to gold as a safe haven, who are looking at cryptocurrencies as a safe haven. You know what? We trade gold, oil, futures, options, cryptocurrencies. We trade it all. Once you learn this skill set, you will be able to do it all and trade it all. So the trading side, simply utilizing a phone, tablet, or computer, learning a skill set. We have an academy. We have live training 7 days a week, multiple languages. You learn that skill set. The key thing is repetition. I'm going to go over that skill set tonight in the trading, right? In the training. Now, along with that, the dual threat opportunities. Hey, guess what? The company says, Andre, if you, Greg White, Johnny O, Gilo, Remy Martin, Yvette McCrae, so many other people, Philip Johnson, Latasha Allen, if you guys take the time to share this good news with other people in over 100 countries, guess what? When they come in and they purchase our educational platform, we will give you a percentage of every single month that they pay for that membership. I say, you know what? That is a win-win, because you know what? I refer people to things all the time, movies, restaurants, auto mechanics, dentists, doctors, all kind of things. And none of those people ever sent me a check saying, Andre, thank you for your referral. This is what this company does also. It's simply a profit sharing opportunity. The companies are not spending any money on radio, print, television ads. They simply give it back to us, who are also utilizing the products and invest in the company. I say that's a win-win. Now, what I want to do is show you, this young man I'm speaking about, the way I was able to meet him. I did not know this person. I did not know his mother. His mother brought him into the opportunity. What I did when I first saw this, I picked up the phone and contacted my partner, Mr. Gregory G. Money White. He contacted Gilo Morgan, who contacted Johnny O, who contacted Remy, who contacted her son. That's the amazing thing about it, because I didn't just hold this and keep it all to myself. Well, I'm going to learn how to make money, keep it all to myself, like some people do. Listen, there's enough wealth in this thing for every person in the world. People do not realize how much money is literally in the world. Once again, Forex alone does $6 trillion every single day. 6 trillion with a T. When I heard that, I was like, what? So you know what? We got to increase our mindset. We got to think abundance, think prosperity. So what I'm going to do to introduce this gentleman tonight and talk about his accomplishment, I'm going to bring on my right-hand man. This person is someone who is crisscrossing the country, various parts of the world, helping a lot of people, has a heart of gold. He's a family man. He's a father. And he's also one of the hardest working people that we have, not only on our team, not only in the company, but right now in the industry. And he's making things happen. And we're looking to really take 2020 by the horn and change as many lives as we possibly can. So without any further ado, I want to see if Mr. Greg G. Money White is on the call tonight.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, brother. What's up, champ? Can you hear us, Greg?
Great. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing right, man. Hey, what's up, everybody? Greg G. Money White, super excited, man. Monday night. Listen, I've been crisscrossing everywhere. I just can't even express, the gratitude of being partners on what we're gonna do in 2020. So, guys, I just want to say this: if you're on this call tonight, if you're connected with somebody that's showing you some powerful information, I always say if you want to be around, stick around. We got some things that's going to be coming up. We got the best of the best has not yet happened to this company. All I can say is this: the money that we're making, the things that I'm learning, I am still learning. I'm still being connected. I'm still sticking around when I'm tired. I'm just made a decision not to quit, and I wanted to commit. People like Andre Campbell, definitely Remy Martin, Johnny O, Gilo Morgan. We got Candace out there. Hawaii. We got the team that's all over the world. Sponsors. Sponsors Upline, Lawrence, Tamara Young. I just want to say this, guys. Remy, I know you're on this call. I'm so proud of Cole. I mean, I'm just gonna, I don't know if I'm Dre. I don't know if am I supposed to just bring Cole on or not, man? Because I'm super proud of him, man. I've been watching him in the cuts on what he's doing. When we was up in Dallas, he was just somebody that was 16 years. I think he's 16 years old. 16 or 17 years old.
Wow.
And he's super excited about this business, and he's just hit the rank of Platinum 600. That means he was humble enough to help a team of at least 12 people, his friends, his family, and he didn't wait till he knew everything. So Remy, hats off to you. Latasha, when I see you, I see everybody that's on the call. This is our year, everybody, 2020. We're going to the next level. Let's take these trades. Let's be humble. Let's put everything aside and just run like the wind. And I want to definitely give a shout out to a young lady out in California that I just had a chance to meet through Gilo Morgan today, Candace, out there, getting ready to blaze it up. Super excited. So Dre, appreciate it. Definitely gonna let you bring on Remy, and let's get core. Let's get his recognition, man.
Go ahead, Greg. Bring on Gilo and then bring on Remy. I don't know if Johnny O is on, but go ahead and just sit down the line and bring them on.
Awesome. Well, hey, like I said, my main man, this is one of my right hands, man. I hope we got Donald Bryan on the call too, but it's one of my main mans, Gilo Morgan. Guys, I can't say enough about this guy. Super talented, super gifted, super humble, great family, super smart. It's one of the reasons I stayed close to him, because I wasn't as smart as he was. So I was smart enough to know to hang around. This guy's trading. I've seen him do in a week, had good weeks of making over $9,000 in trades. He's had his good days, but this guy's amazing, guys. And he's the reason why this team is growing the way it is. So without further ado, I want to bring on the Platinum 2000 on its way to Chairman 10 with our company, Chairman and Beyond, Mr. Gilo Morgan out of Las Vegas. my friend, my business partner, my right-hand man. And I'll see you at the top. Mr. Gilo Moore, are you on the call, sir?
I sure am. How you guys doing?
Man, it's great to have you, Mr. Morgan G. Money.
Happy New Year to everyone on the call. I want to first give it back to Greg. Greg, I appreciate you bothering me, man. And I say bother because I was not trying to hear what he was saying, but he insisted on sharing with me an awesome, life-changing opportunity. Through that opportunity, I've met Andre Campbell, incredible leader. Through that opportunity, I've met Lawrence Young and Tamara Young, just incredible leaders who just pour into us as a team. I'm not selfish. When I find something good, I share it. And I called a good friend of mine, Johnny Olim, just an awesome leader in his own right, and shared this with him. And that's how it just trickled down. Johnny showed it to Raimi. Raimi was not interested. And I'm not going to take the thunder away from Raimi. She can share her own story. But you guys, what you're looking for is a Raimi Martin. You're looking for someone who will just understand the skill. They don't have to be open at first, but just when they start to understand, oh, this is what it is. And of course, it helps that Co is interested into it. But this company, guys, with the right timing, $6 trillion a day. How much of that do you want? I just want a little. I just want a little. That's all I need. I'm very blessed and honored to have met Raimi. Incredible leader. I cannot speak enough about what she does for the team. It is just incredible to be working with her and watching her. Super professional, awesome spirit, just a lovely person, you guys. And so we just want to get this information to people. We don't want to prejudge. Hey, I've got something good I want to share with you, and let them decide. I also want to give it up to one of my friends, Stephanie, who's on the call, who is taking a look at this opportunity. This is just some awesome information, life-changing information, guys. Get on the calls. Get on the strategies. Get with Andre Campbell. Copy and paste. There's so many tools that can help you be successful. Guys, I want to throw it to an awesome young lady. Her smile is going to make everyone smile who's watching this. Raimi Martin.
Raimi.
Wow. Can you hear me?
Super. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Well, gosh, thank you so much. You know, this is all about Cole Martin, but we have been working closely. He is my 17-year-old now. 1 year ago, well, actually more like 8 months ago, when Uncle Johnny O came and brought this opportunity to our home. And that is what made him, Koa, get excited, because he had just gotten his driver's license and knew he'd need to have money to buy a car and didn't want to be working fast food. So, you know what, like Gilo just mentioned, I wasn't interested, but my son was, and anything about education, I was all. I can't tell you, one of the biggest steps that we made was making a trip down to Las Vegas so my son could meet with Gilo. And he spent an hour with Koa and poured into him, not just about this business, but about life. And as all of you will find, that trading Forex has so much more to do than just making a buck. This is about self-education. And my son has the fire of an entrepreneur today because of these gentlemen that you've just met, Greg White, Andre Campbell, these leaders. I can't thank you enough for being the role models that we've needed. So Johnny O's been right here walking us through every step of the way and providing that vision. I remember the day, Gilo, that he called you or talked to you about this and called me and said, Raimi, I'm going to change 500 people's lives. And I'm thinking, wow. Well, that's indeed what's happening right now. And it's due to the leadership and inspiration of those who have gone before us and paving the way and allowing us to learn from your mistakes. So just like Gilo mentioned, you got to plug in, gang. Don't be the Lone Ranger. This is, you can go so much faster if you will get connected and make the time to make these meetings and to keep an open mind, get your notepads ready, and then go out there and practice. So again, thanks, Andre, for allowing me the opportunity to say a few words on behalf of COA. In fact, tonight he is working with, he was doing a Zoom call with two 14 and I believe a 16-year-old prospect of one of our other members, and she called on Koa and Riley Bender, another 17-year-old, to help her connect with these young folks. So we're doing this as a team, and I love that aspect of it. So thanks again.
Wow. Wow. Hey, listen, congratulations. And I don't know what to say, just once again, just so thankful. We're just seeing lives being changed right before our eyes. And I just want to thank you all for everything you guys are doing, the belief. And I know that this year we're going to impact and help so many people. And I tell people all the time, this is just the beginning of where this movement is going, a financial revolution happening all around the world. And I'm just so thankful and humble to have partnered with great people like yourselves. That's one of the things I love about this thing, just meeting great people. So once again, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard some great testimonials on the power of what we're doing. And as Remy just said, this is really more about than just about trading and making money. People don't realize it. I mean, this is a lifestyle. This is something that's impacting lives, changing lives, giving people hope. People who, for whatever reason, they lost hope. They have a 9-to-5 job. They got bills. They got this. They got that. And they're just living day to day, going through the motions and thinking that's going to be it. And lo and behold, here comes this information on something the banks have been doing for years with our money and, helping themselves to earn a fortune. And now because of technology, phones, tablets, computers, we have the same ability to do the same thing. Okay, without any further ado, let's jump into this, right? First and foremost, if you're on this call, and you're wondering, Andre, how can I really take advantage of this? How can I really learn this skill set? How can I turn my phone, computer, my tablet into an ATM? It's very, very simple. If you're new, get back with the person who shared this information with you. Get started. Right now, we have a special for $199. There is no monthly commitment. Hey, come in, do it for 30 days. If you don't like it, go ahead and quit, whatever, no problem. You know what? We're not twisting any arms. We're simply sharing something that has helped us. Myself personally, this thing has changed everything for me, where I live, what I drive, even the food I can afford to eat. The first thing you want to do, very simple, when you get started, do two things. You want to complete the I Am Mastery Academy. That's where the information is, in the academy. The information I'm going to train on tonight, some of you will not understand it. Some of you will. But I guarantee you this, if you complete that academy, you will understand this information. Next thing to do is get on Go Live TV. Just like this, 7 days a week, multiple languages, men and women, giving you the tools, giving you the knowledge, giving you the info. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, information is a new wealth today. It's all about information being plugged in. On this site right here, cmprofits.com, under events, we have different various events you want to plug into. The CEO Masterclass every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. This past Sunday, we have one of the top new young traders just going in and giving the information, showing how people are earning thousands of dollars a month, a week, a day, not making any income claims, past results, no guarantee of future performance. However, it's real and it's happening. All these tabs, click on them. I'm not going to go through them. Click on them, see where they are, plug in, get the information. Most people aren't doing anything but watching other people and TV. That's why most people are broke. You don't want to be like most people. Okay, the next thing, for those of you who do not know, let me bring this up. You guys see my new whip, huh? Okay. Let me bring this up. This is our Telegram, right? cmprofits.com. If you don't know what Telegram is a communication platform. It's free that we utilize to communicate. Next thing, those of you in South Florida, mark this date, January 16th, 2020. My sponsor, the man who gave me the call to say, Andre, look at this information, got me started, Mr. Lawrence Hurricane L.Y. Young. He will be in the South Florida meeting, this Thursday meeting. Everybody come to that meeting, pack it out. This man, him and his wife, ton of knowledge. They're helping people all around the globe. And he's the one directly responsible for helping me. You guys are hearing a narrative, not on this call. Everyone is helping the next person, reaching back. So definitely be at this event. Next thing, I just dropped tonight into the Telegram, Trading in the Zone. This audiobook is 8 hours long, but you know what? I went through the whole thing, every single minute of it. Amazing, life-changing information. Not only will this information help you better understand how to trade, it's going to better help you understand yourself, the psychology of earning money, making this whole everything. Listen to that audio, share it with everyone on your team. Now, the next thing, Vibrata Web Analyzer. Andre, what is that? The Web Analyzer is a platform. It's a dynamic platform software, and it's where we basically have trade setups. We give trades. There's programs in there to help you trade. What I'm doing is a way to give back. I give my own personal trade signals within this system. If you click on this link right here, it'll go through and explain how to get access to this system. Right now, this week, Bitcoin. If you guys don't know what Bitcoin is, it's the #1 cryptocurrency in the world, and Bitcoin's on the move. I called a trade on that. It hit all 4 take profits, and I give the updates of what I'm seeing with the trade. This is just like free money. That's all I could tell you what it is. I don't get paid for this. This is something that I do, other leaders do, just to give back because I'm happy and thankful for this platform, for what it's done for me. So the key thing is this, right? Take these trades, put them in, set it and forget it. Don't worry about it. Utilize proper risk management and just set it. That's all you have to do. And I guarantee you, you are going to earn, because you know what? The track record speaks for itself. Overwhelmingly profitable. Not saying that to brag or boast, just to, just to show you what you're missing if you're not taking these trades. People always ask me, Andre, does this work? Yes, it works. The proof is in the pudding. Take the trades and see it for yourself, and then you'll know for yourself. This guy just got promoted to Chairman 10. If you don't know how to do that, read the information. I'm telling you what to do, where to go find it. Matter of fact, we got a big event going to be in Houston, Texas, January 10th through the 11th. I think that thing is almost sold out, only a few more seats. Chris Terry himself, the CEO, is going to be there. All the millennials, for everybody. Oh, right here, very, very important. Okay, as I said, this company just keeps getting gooder and gooder, as the country people say, right? We know, although this company has the IM Master Academy, we have the Go Live TV, 7 days a week live trainings. We've even gone another step. Manny Quinones, one of the top educators in the company, guess what he's doing? Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. He's taken it upon himself now. He's going to even go, I don't know how much lower you could even go to break this thing down. I don't know. But what he's going to do, he's going to go through the academy step by step, piece by piece, to make sure if you're a new trader, if you're a struggling trader, if you just can't get it right for whatever reason, more even in-depth coaching, training, analysis, just to help you. You're going to understand how to utilize the products more. You're going to understand, money management, risk management, the right mindset, trading psychology, everything that you need to become a profitable trader. Now, what I want you to understand, this is all being taught right now, today, in real time in the academy and also Go Live TV. But to make sure that there's no excuses, no one can say it's a scam, I don't get it. More even, this is like the tutoring, I guess, after school. That's all I can really say. This is like the tutoring session that man's going to do. So definitely get on there, share it with your team, learn and earn. Drop the excuses, make this year truly your best year ever. A lot of people got a lot of New Year's resolutions. Make sure you get on there. And another woman just hit Chairman 10. If you don't know what Chairman 10 is, Chairman 10 is when you've built a team of at least 500 people. The company is paying you an extra $10,000 every single month. Who would like to, if you like an extra $10,000 a month just by sharing this with a few people, like I did, like other people are doing, put a 10 in the chat, extra $10,000 a month, you could be doing it. And I tell you this, we're going to create more Chairman 10s this year than ever in the history of this company. Get an extra $10,000 a month, utilize that money and trade with it. Every Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m., we have a live presentation on 100chairman.com. You guys see where, if you plug in, you get the information is. Here he is, the man of the hour himself, Remy's son. Everybody put a big, big, big #1 in the chat for Cole Martin. Platinum 600, young man, 17 years old, super, super proud of him. Listen, you know someone who's the next Greg White, Johnny O, Gilo Morgan, Remy Morton, Cole Martin, the next Andre Campbell. We are out here. The key thing is open your mouth, become a professional, share the information, and you'd be amazed at where this thing can take you and where you can go. Andre, how do I do that? It tells you right here. Learn how? Go to cmprofits.com. I'm even going to show you very quickly as I get into this training. Go to cmprofits.com. Here's the home site. Click on System. Too easy, ladies and gentlemen. Team Building IBO. At the same time, click on everything else. 72-hour fast start. You want to get started fast? Click on that. Team Building IBO. This is what I tell everyone. If you go through this information and you follow it, you can hit Chairman 10 like myself. I'm super, super thankful and grateful for everyone on this call. I could not have done it by myself. I did not do it by myself. If you understand the system, save yourself time, energy, and money, and giving yourself leverage and partnering with other people, you could do that. Chairman 10, this is what's happening, right? As a Chairman 10, that is equivalent to having $2,400,000 in the bank or any interest-bearing account and earning 5% on that a year. That's 100. Chairman 10 is $120,000, and that's what you would earn. 5% of 2,400,000 is $120,000 a year just by hitting that rank. And guess what? This is residual income that comes in every month, whether I'm trading, whether I'm at the mall, the beach, the spa, shopping, whatever, just by taking the time out to help other people. Now, the key thing is go through everything under this information. Just go through it. I'm not going to touch it. Go through this information, and you will know how in the next 90 days, you can also hit the rank of Chairman 10. Too easy, too simple. The key thing is, it doesn't matter if you're feeling good, up, down, just keep doing a little bit every single day, and you'll get there. And we have a lot of people going there. Okay. Now, this is what I want everyone to understand, right? Right now, this company, this platform, we have so many powerful tools to help you earn as you're learning, right? I'm going to click on this real quick before I bring my charts up, right? Here's the key thing, right? Matter of fact, put in the chat what you like, which product you like, what you're using right now. Put in the chat. Someone put in the chat. We got so many. Put in the chat what you're utilizing. Harmonics. Awesome. The harmonic scanner. As a matter of fact, I was speaking to Manny Lotion today, and he's saying he's killing the harmonic scanner, the vibrata. Okay. And we've got Gold Cup. We've got levels. We've got pivots. We've got the DeLorean. We've got the ECC11 strategy through the web analyzer. We got the BYOB, vibrata. There it is, BYOB, be your own bank. Very simple system. BYOB. Andre, what the heck is BYOB, be my own bank? It's right here. You click on the system, click on computer trading. This was formulated by a retired U.S. Army major, Miss Tasha M. Dyer. And she came up with this simple strategy. Right here, you can go watch this video right now when I'm done. Watch this video. She'll show you how utilizing the 3 simple rules. What are the rules, Andre? They're right there. Bam, right in your face. That's it. Those 3 simple rules right now is helping men and women call their boss. Boss, guess what? You're fired. Helping people learn, helping people earn. Just one of the many tools and systems we have. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, all you're looking to do is master one of these tools, master one of these techniques, and the sky is not the limit on your income earning potential. We have so many of them. The key thing is to use them, the ECC11 with Dr. Kathy Kirkland, so many of them. All of this is contained in the system. Go through this site to see a little bit more of them, and we'll highlight on them. The harmonic scanner, someone mentioned, oh, right here, right? The top educators, right? Up at the top, right here, click on live daily trading. Right here, plug in with some of the top educators we have in the world right here and learn from them. These people, here's Manny right here in the middle. Here, Dr. Kathy Kirkland. I mean, Christopher, these are just a few of them pouring in and teaching you how to trade. Too easy. No one has an excuse. Someone mentioned the harmonic scanner. We've got videos on the harmonic scanner, swipe coin, swipe trade. Here's a harmonic scanner. Listen to this video right here. I mean, Just amazing, amazing tools. Once again, you're looking to master a few of them. Now, what I'm doing as I'm calling out trades in the Vibrata in the web analyzer, right? To make things simple, this is what I'm going to do over the next, I don't know, few weeks, few months. I don't know. I'm going to focus on 4 currency pairs, right? Andre, why 4 currency pairs? Because all you need is a few to make a ton of money. You don't need to trade 20 currency pairs, right? Okay, here are the pairs. Someone type them in the chat, please. The first one is a GBP JPY, Great British Pound versus the Japanese Yen. The second one is Bitcoin BTC USD. Next one is a SPX 500, right? That's the Standard & Poor's, right? The next one is going to be Tesla. Tesla, yeah, the car company, Tesla, a stock, right? What this does, it gives a nice diversification of the portfolio. And really, all you need is one of them. I mean, I could just take one of these things and just write out, but I'm going to use 4 of them. The SPX 500, the reason I'm doing that one, it moves exactly the same way as a US 30, right? But it has less margin requirement. So that means you can have a little bit of money in your account and still trade this. Okay, if everyone can see my chart, go ahead and put a 4 in the chat, please. Put a 4 in the chat if you can see my charts. Oh, thank you, Remy. Awesome, appreciate that. Those are the 4 right there, make a note of them. Okay, let's go with the big dog first. The big dog, Bitcoin. Andre, why is it the big dog? Because it moves more than everything. I mean, mad pips, big money. Okay, those of you who do not know, I'm old school. I utilize MT4. I don't even know how to use TeamViewer. I know how to use it, but I like MT4. It's what I learned on, and it's what I'm comfortable with, right? Use whichever one you like, but here's the key thing to understand, right? On MT4, I trade with the Heikinaichi candlesticks. I don't use the regular candlesticks, right? Andre, how do you get the Heikinaichi candlesticks in MT4? Well, right here in the MT4 platform, this little button right here, it says indicator list. You come down here, you click on custom, and you look for Heikinaichi. It's in here right there, right? And you pull it up, right? When you pull it up, here's a key thing, right? You're going to see inputs and you're going to see colors. Don't change it under colors. Do not change it under colors. You don't have to. Under inputs, this is where you're going to change the coloring. I use red and what blue is this? I think I use right here. I think I'm using deep sky blue. That's my preference. You may want to use red and green. It does not matter. But change the colors under the inputs and the colors will stay. If you change them under colors, when you change time frames, it's going to revert back to the default of red and white. So hopefully everyone has that, right? Okay, Andre, why do you like Heikinaichi candlesticks? Because what they do, they smooth out the noise in the market. And when trends are happening, they'll stay blue, 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 red, red, red longer. Put them on there, demo trade them, use them, and you'll see. I don't have time to explain all that tonight because of time restraints. I know some people got to get up and go to work in the morning. Okay, Bitcoin, right? Now, what I do first, ladies and gentlemen, I begin on the daily time frame, right? I want to look above the trees, above the forest. I want to see an aerial view to give me an overall direction of the possibility of what the market may do. Remember, write this down, possibilities. Everything in the market is possibilities, possibilities. We don't know, for sure if a pair is going to go up or it's going to go down. Those of you who are new, currency pairs, what you're looking at right here, these blue and red marks, these are what we call candlesticks. I'm on the D1 time frame. That means the daily. That means each one of these candlesticks represents 24 hours of time, right? This currency pair, Bitcoin versus the US dollar, it goes up, blue candles, and it goes down, red candles. All this thing does, it goes up and it goes down. If you guys are looking at this in real time, right now, over the past few days, which way has a Bitcoin versus the USD been going? Put in the chat, up or down? Up, 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 up. Too simple, too easy, right? They go up or down. Okay, so here's what's happening right now, right? And I'm going to show you guys how I update this along with the trade ideals, right? Okay, am I in the right chat? Let me get there. Okay. Here it is in the trade ideals, right? What happened to my post on okay, what happened to my post on I'm in the wrong chat. That's why I got so many chats. Can't keep up with all these things. Okay. Here it is right here. Okay. This is what I want you to understand, right? I called a trade on Bitcoin. When did I call this trade? Let me look at when I called the trade. I called this trade on Bitcoin on so many trades in this thing. On Sunday, January 5th, right? About 11:20 p.m. No, that's when I added it. That's what I added take profit for. I called it actually on Saturday, January 4th. If you guys don't know, these markets are 24/7. Bitcoin trades 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours. Forex does 5 days a week. So this was on Saturday. So if you guys got into this trade since Saturday, you've been making money, you earn money. I don't even have time to measure the pips, how many pips this thing went up, but it went up and hit, I usually call 3 targets, but I added a fourth target. But here's what I'm showing you in the notes, right? Here I said that the BCT USD Bitcoin buy trade has hit all 4 take profits. It's currently at a resistance area around 79.05. Put that in the chat, someone, 79.05, that it recently hit on November 29th on the H4 time frame. So let's go look at the charts, right? Also put in the chat 79.75. I said it has to get above 79.75. So 2 things, put 79.05 that hit in November and then 79.75. Awesome, appreciate that. Okay, back to the charts, right? So this is what I'm saying, right? Move some things out of the way. This is real time where we are right here. I'm gonna mark this on my chart. Those of you right here, this candlestick right here, this is real time where we are right here, right? Now, all I did, I got so much stuff here, I can't even see. Hold on. All I did is this, right? What was that date? I said November 29th, right? November 29th. Bam, right there. If you look at the bottom, it says 2/19/11/29. That's November 29th. Andre, why that area? Here's the reason, right? Right here, it came up, it hit the same area. And then once again, mark this better right here. This is where it came up to on November 29th. So in order to know what may happen in the future, all we have to do is look back to the past. So what I did was this. As it was going up, of course, I got everything marked up, support and resistance areas. I said, you know what? It bounced off this floor right here at around 66, let's say 66.70, right? It's probably going to go up. I called a buy trade in here somewhere, but I looked over, I said, okay, the last time it came down here to the same floor and went up, where did it go to? It went right here on November 29th. And what did it do then? Then it fell back off and went down about 700 pips. So this is a good predictor of the possibilities of what may happen. And if you look over here to the left, when this Bitcoin was coming down back over here in September of last year, look what happened. It hit this same area a few different times before trying to break through and then bouncing back up. This is a major support and resistance area around 79.75. Very, very simple, nothing magical, no crystal ball, just looking at the charts. Now, I know many of you that are looking at this like I used to be, it looks kind of confusing, right? What I want you to understand, this is about repetition, 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 repetition. You know, that book, that ebook I just gave you, Trading in the Zone. Now, because I told some of you that this is 8 hours, I know the majority of you aren't even going to listen to it, and that's okay. You know what? Because that's human nature. 8 hours, I don't have time for 8 hours, but 8 hours can help you make thousands of dollars a day, thousands of dollars in an hour, help you fire your boss. Is it worth it? May or may not be to you, right? But what you're going to learn about in Trading the Zone is one of the things I've learned, right? I spend more time working on myself, working on my psychology, working on back testing than I actually do trading. A lot of people don't realize that, right? When I first got started, I used to spend all the time pushing the buttons, buying and selling, chasing every trade I could. Why? Because we all want to make money when? Like yesterday, we all need to make money, right? Fast, right? But one of the things, one of the top traders said, trading should be like archery. You know what? All you do, you pull back that bow and everything should happen smoothly. If you're struggling, if there's resistance, if everything is chaotic, then you're not trading smoothly. Now, if you're looking at this trade took patience, right? Right now, this trade has hit this 79, 75 area, right? People throughout the world who are trading Bitcoin, some people are thinking this trade is going to hit this area, break through, and go up. Where? Up to this area. The next place where it did when it broke through right here, right? That's 1,600 pips. If you had $1, that's $1,600. As a matter of fact, right here, mark this area, you guys can see this, right here, when it did break up through here, this was in 2 days. This thing went 1,600 pips. If 1,700 pips, let's say you got 1,000 pips out of that, right? If you had $1, that's $1,000. What about if you're trading $10 a standard lot, like many of us? What is $10 times 1,000? Someone put in the chat. In 2 days, what is that? Someone put in the chat. Money Mondays. 10K, 10,000 in 2 days. Listen, when I had a 9-to-5 job, I even had sales jobs, but they weren't paying me 10K in 2 days on 1,000 pips. So take this thing serious. Even more than that, look at right here on 9/24, it came down 1,700 pips. And this one was like 3 days, in 3 days. Currency pairs repeat themselves. They do the same thing over and over again. So here's the thing, what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Many people throughout the world, this is global. If you do not know, if you're new, they're looking at Bitcoin and say, you know what? If this thing breaks 79, 75 and goes up, this could be a $1,700 payday. So some people have already put in buy orders for it to go up. Other people are saying this, well, you know what? Back over here on November 29th, this thing came up to this area and it fell away. Some people are putting in sell orders, buying and selling, right? It's all about possibility. The key thing is whether you're putting a buy order or sell order is to manage your risk, define your risk, put in your stop loss. That way, if you're wrong, you can always take a small loss, turn around and go the other way. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing is all about the probabilities. Why a lot of people are struggling, like I used to struggle at the beginning, is because we don't want to take a loss, right? Losses are a part of trading. Get used to it, embrace it. Some people, they want to be right on every single trade, right? One of the big things is, and this happened to me, is we put a trade in and whether the trade came from me, whether it came from Gold Cup, Swipe Coin, no matter where the trade comes from or your own analysis, right? You put the trading and you say, you know what? I believe this trade is going to be a big winner. I think it's going to go up 1,000 pips. I need to buy a house, pay off the car, do whatever it is, pay the bills. And we put everything in our account on that one trade. So basically, we put all of our eggs in one basket. Well, you know what? Andre just wanted to trade on Bitcoin. It went up a lot of pips. I believe in Andre's trades, or I believe in Greg's trades, or Johnny O's trades, or John, or whoever's trades. I'm going to take my $1,000 account, my $100 account, my $100,000 account, my $80,000 account, my $1 million account, whatever your account size is, and I'm going to go for broke. And we put everything on that one trade, especially if you have a small account, right? And I understand when I had a small account, we want to do what? We want to get that account up big because everyone wants to get to at least a $10,000 account. So you can begin comfortably trading a standard lot. You guys know my money management rule, $1 per every 1,000, right? We want to get there, right? But what happens is because that account is small, we over leverage, we're impatient, we place too much on that one trade. And then when that trade loses, not only do we lose money, we hurt ourselves psychologically, we're upset, we're frustrated, everybody else is winning, everybody's earning money, and now our account is blown and we got to go find more money to place inside of our account. If you're building a team, hopefully you got a residual coming that week and you can replenish. But the key thing is this, right? Is to look at every single trade as a small piece of a big picture. I'm gonna repeat that. Look at every single trade as a small piece of a big picture. Now, just from what I just touched on, you're looking at my chart, you're beginning to see, well, wait a minute, what happened over here? And this was summer of last year. The market is supposed to be slow in the summertime. Look what Bitcoin did last June. This thing went up 5,000 pips in 14 days. Notice the Heikenauchi candlesticks. They never turned red. Every day was blue, 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 blue. So you know what this means to me? This means that about right here, after day 3 or 4, I said, wait a minute, this thing may be into a trend. Andre, what is a trend? A trend is when you got one color just going blue, 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 or red, red, red. That's a trend. When you have this up and down, that's not a trend. So what I said, wait a minute, this thing is blue every 24 hours, every day, another blue candle forms, right? So you begin to think to yourself, you know what? I'm going to lock in. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to set it and forget it. Let the market do what the market's going to do. And I'm going to ride this baby till the wheels fall off. And it went up. Now, where do you take profit? You could take profit here, this yellow line, here, here, here. It does not matter. But you begin to ride the trades, right? So you guys can already begin to look and see, man, look at all these trades I could have had. Look at over here in 2018, the bottom of 2018, November. Look at this trend down here. Another 2,000 pips on Bitcoin, the big dog, cryptocurrency, right? But the key thing is understanding market structure. Someone put in the chat for me, how can you learn market structure? Someone put in the chat. How can you learn market structure? Because we only have a limited time tonight. I can't teach you market structure. I can't teach you Fibonacci. I can't teach you Elliott wave. I can't teach you support and resistance. We only have limited time. Someone put in the chat, how can a new person right now, brand new, who knows nothing, understand market structure? Do you always trade on daily charts? The I Am Academy, exactly, with Tasha Allen, Superwoman. I use a daily charts for just a overall picture. I'm going to show you, I drop down to lower time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I trade multiple time frames. I trade short term. I trade long term. But the reason I'm able to do that is because of repetition, practice, practice, practice. Lose money, keep learning, learning. Lose money, keep learning, learning. They say it's a scam, it doesn't work, keep learning, keep learning. I never gave up. Many people can become profitable traders, but many people give up. Many people quit on themselves. Many people quit on their goals and dreams. As soon as things get hard, most people quit. Listen, if this thing was easy, everybody would be doing this. If becoming a neurosurgeon was easy, everybody would be doing it. If going to the NBA was easy, everybody would be doing it. But you know what? You have a better chance of learning how to become a trader than doing all those things. Because you know what? Currency pairs, they go down and they go up. Sometimes they go sideways. All you have to do is learn how to, a few basic techniques, master them, focus on a few different pairs. Now, here's another thing, right? If I had 29 pairs on this chart, right? There's no way I can keep up with all that noise, all those pairs, right? Now, we do have software like the scanner, like ECC11 that will just pop out trades that you can go look at. You can put them in. Those are trades. You take them, you set it, you forget it. You don't place everything on one trade. Well, the BYOB has been hot. I'm going to place everything on that trade. You place a little on everything and watch the profits and the money pile up. That's the key thing. You don't get emotionally attached to any one trade. When I put a trade in right now, I don't care if it wins or loses. You know why? I understand that once again, every trade is a small piece of a bigger picture. And if I take enough trades, I'm going to have enough wins because you know what? I utilize proper risk and rewards. Andre, what is that? Go in the academy. I utilize proper risk management. Andre, what is that? Go in the academy. It's all there. The information of the world is all there. Once again, I don't have time to break down every single thing tonight. So Latasha asks, do I always trade off the daily time frame? Once again, let's look at another pair real quick, right? Let's go over to Tesla. Tesla. Elon Musk. Look at this trend on Tesla, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this trend. Since what's this? Let me mark this area. I'm gonna mark this. Bam, 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 right here. This was December 6th. Tesla has gone up 1,000 pips. 1,000 pips. Tesla is a stock. I told you we trade currencies, gold, oil futures. This is a stock. Once you learn how to trade one, you could trade all of them. So I'm on the daily time frame. Andre, what are you looking for? Well, the first thing I'm looking at, what is the dominant trend? The dominant trend in this case is without a doubt going up. That is a trend line going up. Blue, 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 blue. Took a little pause, retrace right here, hit this trend line, did what? Took off again going up. Well, Andre, how could I have gotten into that trade? Let's say hypothetically that you caught this trend when it looked like, move some things around on my chart, when it looked like this right here. All you can see to the far right was 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 days of blue. Now, the first thing you should have seen, just like I showed you on the Bitcoin trade, you should say, Andre showed me that when it hits these areas, look back in the past to see what may happen in the future. It came up, hit here. What did it do? Right here, it hit that same area last on 11/21. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing becomes very, very simple once again through practice and repetition. Now, just like Bitcoin, I just showed you, some people are thinking, well, you know what? It's going to hit this area like it previously did right here, and it's going to fall back down 300 pips. I'm putting in a sell order. Some people are thinking it's going to break through this area and go up. You know what? It's not about being right or being wrong. It's about knowing how to manage your risk. That's all. Let's say for some reason, now we can all see what it did. It went up right here, almost 1,000 pips from this ceiling. Support and resistance. Support is the floor. Andre, what do you mean by that? Right here. This is the floor. Price came down, the candlesticks hit this floor, could not break through the floor, turned around and went up, right? Everybody began buying, right? This yellow line is resistance. This is the ceiling. Price hit this line, broke through it, crushed through the ceiling, and broke out, right? And went on a run, right? Here's the key thing, right? Let's say I said, well, on this date right here about December 13th, I think it's going to hit this yellow line and it's going to come down like it did in the past. Greg White says, Andre, I don't know. I think it's going to break through this yellow line and keep going up, right? Here is the key thing, right? Once again, if I sold here, I'm going to have a protective stop loss where I'm only going to lose a small amount. I'm not going to put everything on Tesla because we got gold, we got all these other things to trade, right? Greg, he buys, he wins this trade, big win. But you know what? Because I understand how to trade, how to use the system, I sold at a small loss. Then you know what I did? I turned around, jumped on the wagon and bought and made back my loss and made profit. Very, very simple. Well, Andre, when could we have gotten in that trade? Now, here's the key thing, right? Let's look at this pullback right here in real time. Andre, what are you talking about pullback, right? Right here, where it was going up, then we had 2 red candles, it came back down. Let's say this trend had already taken off, right? You don't really want to jump on a moving train unless you get a pullback. Now, you can go to a lower time frame, 5 minute, 1 hour, and wait for a pullback. Under there's a pullback. When you see red candles, it goes backwards. The best time to buy is after a sale. Think about real estate. Would you rather buy a house when it's $100,000 or when it's $300,000? Down here, the house was $100,000. Up here, the house is $300,000. So you're going to wait for it to come back to $250,000, get a discount, Then you're going to buy, now it goes up to $400,000. If that makes sense, put a one in the chat. If that makes sense. Yes, you can trade stock on Yugo's Way. Yes, Yugo's Way, you can trade stocks. Yugo's Way has everything. That's really what I trade on. This is a demo on JFX, right? One of the many brokers, right? So here's what we could have done, right? In real time, right? We see this thing going up. We see this thing going up anywhere in here. We're going to wait for a pullback, right? So we could have dropped down to a lower time frame. Here is the same view on the H4. This means every candlestick represents 4 hours of time. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. Even if you have a job, do you realize you could have gotten to this trade every 4 hours? You just look at your phone, you look at your tablet, you look at your computer. Blue candle, I'm not coming out. Every four, this thing just keeps going up. You're just making money. Ching, ching, ching. Cash register is ringing. Ching, ching, ching. If you got a standard lot, that's up 400 pips, right? That's $4,000. You're already up, right? You just go until you see what? A red candle. You can just let this thing run until you see the opposite candle going the direction. You don't even have to understand support and resistance, Fibonacci, Elliott wave, Gann. If you just read what the markets are showing you by the candlesticks. The candlesticks are your Picasso painting the picture, making sense of these markets, right? Once again, this comes from repetition, repetition, repetition. Okay, here was the pullback, right, on the daily, right? I'm going down to the 1 hour. Now, one thing you notice, the smaller the time frame, the more noise. Andre, what do you mean by noise? The more red and blue candles you begin to see. Once again, on the daily time frame, everything was just pretty, pretty, pretty blue, blue, blue. The same scenario on the daily. You're looking every day, Monday, Tuesday, all you see is blue, blue, blue. You're happy. You're talking about, listen, I'm in this trade. I'm in Tesla. Thank you, Elon Musk. The stock is going up. I'm making money. Listen, we're trading Tesla. We're not buying shares. You know, right now, Tesla is $450 a share. You don't have to get $450 and buy 10, 20, 30, 100, 1,000 shares like the majority of people, and then hopefully goes up. You can take a small account, $100, because you learn how to trade the markets. As this is going up and down, you're buying, you're getting in, you're getting out, you're selling. We're making money both ways. That's the difference between trading, being a trader, and where most people think about stock market. Well, let me just buy a few stocks at the bottom, like real estate. Let me buy a house for $100,000 and hope and pray that it goes up to $300,000-$400,000. That's like, that works, but that's slow money. When you begin to trade it, you're compounding and making profits on this thing all the way around. So once again, on the daily, look at the smoothness. This is why I first look at the daily time frame to get a view of the overall trend. Now I drop down to the 1 hour, right? You begin to see more. This was the same area where it broke through right here, right? Now it goes up, takes a pause, goes up, takes a pause, goes up, but you begin to see even on the 1 hour time frame, these are little trends every hour. This was 14 hours, went up 256 pips. Let's say you got 200 pips, right? All you had to do was every hour just peek on the phone. Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Let me just peek on my charts, MT4 charts. Then look at my charts and see what's going on. Listen, there is an app called TeamViewer, right? TeamViewer, let me show you guys this, right? This is it. You guys can probably see, I'm pulling up on my phone right now, TeamViewer, but this I want you to see, right? On my phone through TeamViewer, watch this. Technology is amazing. See that? Okay, this is what happens, right? On my phone, I can now see everything happen on my computer. I don't know if you guys can see that clear or not. I don't know if you guys, now I can see what's happening on my computer, on my phone. I could be in the mall, I could be in the store. So I look at my phone, I pull my computer up. Oh, okay. Thing is still going up. Fibonacci candlesticks. Very, very simple. That app is called TeamViewer. Someone put it in the chat. Yeah, Note 10 Plus is a beast. This phone's amazing. Team Viewer. So when I'm out and about, I just pull up on my phone and I look at my computer. I want to see the charts. I'm not looking at the MT4 on my phone. I want to see the details. I want to see the charts. So I just pull up on my phone. I just look, okay, every hour I'm seeing blue, 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 blue. I'm staying in this trade. Now, of course, you can set a desired number of pips. You may say, you know what, I just need 100 pips a day, right? It goes up, it hits 100 pips, about right here, you're out. You're doing a standard lot, that's $1,000. You're happy. You're doing two standards, that's 2,000. Whatever it is, you're doing $1. You know, you just made $100. Whatever it is, it does not matter. But the key thing is just understanding the system. Now, this is what I want you to understand, right? Back to what I'm trying to do. We're trying to jump into this moving trend. We see it going up, right? Here was a pullback on the daily. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop down to a smaller time frame. This is a 1 hour time frame, right? We can see on the 1 hour what happened. Watch this. This stuff does the same thing, right? Watch this. Hit a little ceiling right here of resistance, right? And it begins bouncing back in this area. So what I'm gonna say is this, right? If you can break through and go up, I'll jump in for a buy. Or if not, it's going to break through and pull back. Preferably, I'm looking for a pullback so I can get a lower price and come back in. What does it do? It breaks through, it pulls back down almost 200 pips, right? So when it pulls back, what am I looking for? The same exact thing. I'm looking for it to hit a floor where it will not go any lower. Because why? When it went down, the bears, everyone in the world who was selling, they had power. But now I'm looking for the bulls, everyone who's buying, to take back over power. So what happened? It hit the floor, began going sideways, and then look what happened. It gave me a blue candle going up. After this second blue candle, I'm jumping in right here. I'm putting my protective stop right here below this, and I'm back in the trade. Went up at 300 pips. That's really all it is. Price never moves up in one direction all the time. It's going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going to pull back. It's going to go up again. Take a breather, pull back, go up again. Andre, how do you learn all this? Repetition and practice. Repetition and practice. Master your craft. Hone your skills. Repetition and practice. I look at this stuff every single day. Every day. Every day. What's in the chat? Team Viewer, remote control. Yes, that's it. Yeah, go there. It's free. Team Viewer is free also. It's free to use unless you're using it for business purposes. But you know, unless you're going to be using it for a lot of data, it's free. Okay, that's the 1 hour, right? Here is the 15-minute view. Same information, and make this smaller. Same information on a 15-minute time frame. Sometimes I'm even on the 5-minute time frame getting trades, right? Now, of course, you could slap on moving averages. You know, I utilize moving averages. You know, I've gotten to the point now, I don't even need moving averages anymore. You know, just looking at the charts, right? Now, one of my moving average combos is an 8 exponential, green line, and you can use a 50 or a 44 smooth. I'm gonna use a 50. I'm gonna make this one yellow. And I'm gonna make it simple. Now the madness behind this is very simple, right? If the green line is above the yellow line, you buy. The green line has been above the yellow line ever since September. Buy, 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 buy. That's the daily. Here's a 4 hour, right? Here is the 1 hour. Here's a 15-minute. Here's another reentry. The thing about moving averages is this, ladies and gentlemen, they all work. It doesn't matter what the moving average is, test it. They all work sometime and they all don't work sometime, you know, but it's just a simple guide. Here, the green line is above the yellow, buy. People, after this training, someone's gonna contact me, Andre, can you explain that again? It's simple, 2 moving averages. The 8 exponential, someone put in the chat, please. The 8 exponential is green. The 8 exponential, I'm gonna go through it again, right? Let's go over to the SPX 500, clean chart. Here it is right here. I'm gonna go up here, indicator list. I'm gonna click on moving average, right? It's going to pull up this box, right? I'm going to put in 50, simple. I'm going to make it yellow, and I'm going to make the line a little thicker, right? That's it. Change nothing else. 50, simple, yellow, right there. Bang. Moving average, right? I'm going to put another one on here. I'm going to go with the 8 exponential. Right here, method, MA, change that to exponential. That means it makes the line move faster, closer to the candles, right? I'm going to make this green. This could be a 4 moving average. It could be a 21. It could be a 12. Once again, they all work, right? Make this line a little bit thinner. There it is. Very simple rule. I could teach this to a 5-year-old. Little Johnny, little Susie, if the green line is above the yellow, buy. If the green line is below the yellow, sell. Now, I'm not trying to sound condescending, but I teach this to adults and they still can't get it. Andre, what did you say to do again? I'm going to repeat it. Green line below the yellow, sell. Green line above the yellow, buy. Anyone who does not understand that, put a 0 in the chat so I can repeat it. Anyone. Anyone. Once again, it doesn't matter which moving average you use. Here, I'm going to change the yellow line to a 100 moving average. All moving averages work sometimes. All of them don't work sometimes. Here's a 100. Same thing. The banks, your bank, Bank of America, Chase, they love the 200 moving average. The yellow line is now the 200 moving average, a much bigger moving average. As you can see, why? Because the banks are trading tons of money and they're looking at bigger time frames. They're trading the weekly time. Look at this. That's how the banks trade monthly. They're on huge time frames. So they're looking at bigger swings and bigger moves in the market. Very simple method. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Here, this thing broke down through, but the green line stayed above the yellow line. I'm not selling. Very simple. I'm going to go back to real time right now. This is the SPX 500. Look what's been happening, right? The Standard & Poor's, top 500 companies in America, right? This thing hasn't been going down or up, ladies and gentlemen. Put in the chat. Has it been going down or up? Down or up? Up, 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 up. Yes, been going up, right? Green line has been above the yellow line, been way back in February of 2019. Way back over here, the S&P 500 went bearish, right? Right here, it crossed and went up. And it's been going up ever since, right? So now, where are we today in real time, right? Let's do this, right? Matter of fact, look at this. Look back to the left. There's no data. You know why? The S&P 500 has never been this high. All-time highs from way down here in 2013 when it was down. I got so much of my screen. Can you see? Okay. When it was down here around 1500, right? It's way up here now. What goes up must what? Come down. It has to retrace, right? Andre, what do you mean? Show me an example. Right here. This was October rather, of 2018. This thing fell down here 5,000 pips. Guess what? It's going to do it again. It has to do it again. The market does not just keep going up or will not just keep going down. As you're seeing, it's going to go down, support and resistance. Now, of course, if you do not know, you can put a Fibonacci on this thing and fib it up. I'm way up on the weekly. Okay. I'm going to put a fib on the weekly time frame. I'm going to go down here from the bottom. Wrong fib. Way up here. If you don't know how to use Fibonacci, I Am Academy. Go live TV right there. Now, look at this right now. So I put a fib. If you don't know what a Fibonacci is, don't worry about it. Fibonacci is just really support and resistance areas where market respects. It goes back to them, right? If you notice back over here in the past, right here when it came down, look where it hit 1, it hit 2, it hit 3 Fibonacci levels, a ton of pips, right? So all I'm saying is this, right? If this retraces, once again, this is about the laws of possibility. Now, one thing I'm noticing is 1, 2, this will be 3 days. It keeps hitting this area, right? So this means this is a area of resistance. It's holding price down. Price, the candles are trying to go through. They can't get through. So I'm going to watch this area, 1, 2, 3. 3 strikes are usually out, and then looking for it to drop. If and when it retraces, there's a good chance it's going to come down right here, 3,000 pips to the 23.6. If it gets past that, down here to the 38.2. Price always returns back to the yellow brick road. Always returns back to the yellow brick road. That is thousands of dollars of information right there. Andre, what do you mean? The candles, does not matter how far away they get from this yellow line, they will always return. Here's an example right here. They got far away. Where did they come back right to? Right back to the yellow brick road right there, always. So eventually, these candles in this yellow line, they will meet. Could be somewhere up here, could be here, could be here. It does not matter, but they eventually will meet when this thing retraces. If you know that, understand that, when this thing turns into a sell, you begin selling. Andre, would you sell now? I'm not a support and resistance seller. What does that mean? I'm not the one who says, okay, if it hits this ceiling, I'm automatically going to put in a sell trade. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. Okay, let me see who can get this, right? Looking at this in real time, what do I need to see in order to sell? Someone put in the chat. What do I need to see? At least one thing I need to see before I sell. In the chat. Ah, you guys are great. A red candle. That's it. A red candle. I'm not going to sell on a blue candle. I'm not going to do that. I want to see a red candle for the possibility to even sell. Now, a red candle may just do this. It may just come down, it may be just a little break, and then go back up. It doesn't matter. But eventually, it's going to do this, a big move down. So I at least want to see a red candle on the daily time frame. Well, Andre, can I fall to another time frame and sell? Of course you can. Let's look at that's the weekly. Let's look at the daily. Here's the daily. Come back to the daily. Oh, look at this doji candle. Don't know what a doji is? I am Academy. Get an Academy, right? Dojis are good representations of reversals, right? 1, 2, it hitting a few times. What's a 4-hour doing? Ah, the 4-hour. Look at this. 4-hour. What pattern does this look like right here, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see if we can get this. Right here. This. Someone put that in there. What patterns are forming up to be? And Hikanachi candles, head and shoulder pattern. Andre, what is a head and shoulder? Complete the Academy. Learn about head and shoulders. Head and shoulders are strong reversal patterns. This is the head up here. This is the left shoulder. This is the right shoulder, a head and shoulder. If it was on the bottom, it would be a reverse inverted head and shoulder. But this is a sign. Does this guarantee it's going to go down? No, nothing's guaranteed. But once again, this gives us a high possibility. So right now, everyone, we should be watching the SPX for a sell. I called a sell on this earlier, but it didn't hit the sell entry and it went back up because of the news, right? Trapping a lot of buyers right now. People who don't know this information, they're buying, going to get trapped. So what I'm saying is the head, left shoulder, right shoulder, from now, there's a high probability it's going to begin a descent back to eventually the yellow brick road. That's 800 pips going down. If you're trading a standard lot, that's $8,000, right? Okay, I'm going down to the 1-hour time frame. What's the 1 hour saying? Let me look at the 1-hour time frame. Okay, what's the 1 hour? Now, is the 1 hour time frame in a buy or a sell? Someone put in the chat. Okay, Latasha says she's already in. Enter that stop order. Go, Latasha. Go, Latasha. Okay, right. The 1 hour for the past 18, 17 hours has been in a buy. All we've been seeing is blue candlesticks going up. Buy, 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 right? But once again, they've just hit this head and shoulder area. I made that too small. They've just hit this head and shoulders area where all I'm saying is this, right? Once again, right here in real time is where we are. Can you all see my mouse, my crosshair? Put a yes if you guys see my crosshair on my screen. Okay, great. All I'm saying is this, right? We've come up to this ceiling, the right shoulder. The last time it came up to the shoulder over here, look back to the past. Always look back. What happened? This thing fell down almost 400 pips, 300 pips, let's say, 380 pips, right? So there's a possibility that right now, this thing could turn over. Now, what should I see on the 1 hour time frame before I sell this? Someone put in the chat. If you don't know, just look back over here. A red candle. Too easy. Someone put too easy in the chat. Too easy. It's money, monies. Let's go. Let's make this money. It's too easy. Too easy, right? If I'm on the hour, I at least want to see a red candle. Now, some people are already in this based off of Head and Shoulders, and they are not wrong. Once again, it's all about managing your risk and defining. Because let's say that we did sell right here, right? And we're wrong, right? I'm gonna put my stop loss right above up here, well, right below here. That way, if it keeps going up, I had a small loss. That's really what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Define your risk. So many people, they see a trade set up and they're so nervous, they're panicking. You know why? Most of the time is because we're risking too much on that one trade. We want that one trade to pay the rent or the mortgage this month. We want that one trade to get the new tires instead of the used tires on the car. We want that one trade to buy whatever. But once again, look at every trade as a small piece of a bigger picture. That's the key thing. So when you take every trade you take should be effortless. There should be no stress. There should be no, oh, I lost that trade. Don't worry about it. I don't care if I lose a trade. I don't care, because you know what? I know the next winning trade is coming. It's going to give me back everything I lost and then some. But once again, that goes into the psychology of trading. That's why it's vitally important to listen to this information, trading in the zone. Get your mind right. You'll never become a profitable trader without it. Never, never. I don't care how smart you are, how many degrees you got. It doesn't. You know how many smart people, mathematicians, people have tried to do this and they can't do it. They can't figure it out. It's psychological. It's psychological. Okay, I'm gonna drop down to the 15-minute. Here is this 15-minute view. Now, just utilizing the moving averages, right? What I showed you is the green line below the yellow line for a sell. Put in the chat, somebody. These just with two moving averages and some support. No, it's not there. So I am not selling SPX 500. I'm going to the 5-minute time frame. Is the green line below the yellow line? It's far away from this yellow line, this moving average line. And I got a lot of lines on here. This moving average. Matter of fact, I'm going to make this line, I'm going to change the color to magenta so you guys can identify. Bam, there it is, magenta. I got two lines. Matter of fact, now I have it as a 200 moving average. Note, a note, a note, a note, a note, a note. The 8 exponential and the 200 moving average on the 5-minute is a cash cow. You can scalp this thing like boom, there's 300 pips up. Bam, here's a little down right. You may have not caught that. Remember I told you, price always returns to the, in this case, the purple brick road. It came back up, shows you red candles, you jump it for a sell, your stop loss right above here, bam, another 160 pips, you got 100 pips. You can scalp all day utilizing the 8 moving average and the, look at this, that's 300 pips, boom. A standard lot, this going up right here, let's say that's 170 pips, you cut 100, that's $1,000, boom. It comes down, right, you're going for 100 pips, right there, another $1,000. And you see it gave a lot more. Simple moving average combination utilizing the 8 exponential and the 200 moving average on the M5 time frame, the 200 and the 8. Not so much in other ones, but on the 5-minute time frame, any currency pair, the 8 exponential and the 200 moving average. For those of you like to scalp who only get on the smaller time frames, a powerful, powerful combination. I've tested this thing over and over. It works all the time, every time. I'm messing it. Is that 200 smooth, simple as well? Let me show you right here. 200 is simple. The 8 is exponential. Someone says, what about the 15-minute? I just showed you the money on the 5. Why complicate and go to the 15? Because as human beings, we like to overcomplicate simple things. But it'll work on the 15, but not as much on the 5. And here's why, right? The 200 moving average is, okay, let me do this. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put a 100 moving average. I'm going to make this one white. Simple, right? Simple moving average, right? I'm going to put a 50 moving average. I'm going to make this one blue, one of these blues, right? Aqua. Okay. 50 simple moving average, right? Okay. The 50 is blue, the white is 100, and the magenta is a 200, right? First of all, moving average. Andre, what are moving averages? Moving averages are just depictions of price. I want you to understand this, right? Every single indicator, it doesn't matter if it's MACD, Fibonacci, moving averages, Elliott wave, clouds, it doesn't matter what they are. I could throw I could throw 1,000 indicators on this chart, right? I could put on isolators, all kind of stuff, you know, MACDs. I could put on so many different things, right? Everything is simply a depiction of price. And a lot of people don't understand that, right? I could put volumes on here. What do you mean by everything is following these candlesticks? If you learn to understand the movement of the candlesticks, all the rest of this stuff doesn't matter. You know, I used to use alert arrows, moving averages, all kind of different things. Those things are all good, but once again, just understanding price, the candles, where they're going. The candles paint the picture for all these other moving averages, right? If you're looking at this, you may think, well, wow, because these lines are going up, the candles are going up. No, the lines are going up because the candles are going up. Two different ways to look at that. Everyone understand that? The candles control all the indicators. Indicators are only painting a picture of what price, of what the candles are doing in the market. That's why there's a gazillion indicators. There's a new system every week. Try this super duper holy grail magic indicator. All they do is show you what price is already doing. I could put the cloud on here. Where's that darn cloud at? Ikamocho, Kugocho, Docho, whatever, the cloud. Look at that. Just makes it more confusing. But oh, the cloud of this is doing that. They're all following and copying price. Now I got so much junk on here, I can't even get it where I was going to show you guys originally. Hold on, let me get rid of some of this stuff. I could be here all night. We're almost done. I'm going to wrap up. If you guys are getting some value out of this, put a 7 in the chat. Please put a 7 in the chat. Okay, I think I got rid of most of it. Okay. Okay, back to my example. Okay, here's the thing, right? And this is why I say it does not matter what moving average combo you use. The key thing is to follow your rules and use the same one all the time. Okay, here's a 5-minute when the S&P 500, right? Now look at this, right? The green moving average, we know the green moving average is the one that's gripping close to price. It's following price, right? That's the 8 exponential. If I change it to a 21, look what happens. It's going to move farther away from the candles. It smooths it out. So you may like the 21 more. It does not matter. The key thing is the rule says if the green is above whichever one, you buy. If the green is below whichever one, and this green can be whatever color you want to make, you sell. That is your rule. That's what's going to help your mind stay out of confusion. That's what's going to keep you on track. That's going to be your compass. That's going to be your foundation when you're looking at the charts until you can see this without anything, right? So here's the key thing, right? Look at the 50 moving average, right? Once again, price always returns to all of these moving averages eventually, right? Here, price, what is price, Andre? The candlesticks. The candlesticks came back down and hit. It hit the 50, went through to what? Hit on the 100. So you may say, why? The 100, that's the moving average you use. Look at price respective 100. I'm using the 100 moving average, and that's fine. It didn't reach the 200 moving average, right? Watch this. I'm going to keep going on, right? Here, price came down through all the moving averages. Went through the 50, went through the 100, went through the 200, right? There are times it's going to respect different ones differently. Some people use multiple moving averages. When it braids together, that's showing support and resistance. But as you begin to go through, you're going to see at different times, it's going to respect different moving averages because that's the way price works very simply. And if you use them all along, I've tried so many different moving average combinations. I mean, I don't even want to go into it, but once again, price respects them all. Now, here's the key thing, right? The bigger the time frame, I'm going to show you this, right? The bigger the time frame, right? The bigger the time frame you're on, like right here, look at this. Right here, Price respected which moving average more? The 200 moving average, right? Andre, is that because of a bigger time frame? No, it's just it just happened that at that time on this moving average at that time. There's going to be times where it respects, look at right here, it respected the 50 more. Didn't get through the 50. So you may say, you know what, I'm going to use all three. If it can't break through the 50, through the 100, it does not matter. It really doesn't matter, right? But the key thing is this, the bigger the time frame, the smaller the moving average you want to have. Why, Andre? Because the bigger the time frame, you want the moving average to grip closer to price. What do you mean by that? I'm going to show you an example right here. This is when the SPX fell down in 2019 summer, last August, right? Which moving average followed the candles closer? Someone put in the chat. Out of the three moving averages, out of the 21, I got the 21, I got the 50, I got the 100 and the 200. Which one to follow closer? Okay, someone put the 8. It's actually the 21 right now. I'm going to change it back to 8. It's 21. I'm going to change it back to 8, right? Oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to change it to 8. That's 8 following close, right? Now I'm going to put the 21 on there again, right? Here's the 21. I'm going to make the 21 this golden rod, right? I'm going to use 21 exponential. Speed it up, right? Now look at this, right? Looking at the 4 hour, the 8, I mean, perfect. This is like a perfect trade. First of all, what do we see here? Red, 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 red. Every 4 hours, over 1,000 pips, 1,600 pips, 1,800 pips. Every 4 hours you looked, it was just red. You're just riding. The money's piling up. You're getting ready to buy a new house or buy whatever's new, right? The 8 exponential just gripped this thing, just rode with it, rode with it, rode with it, rode with it, rode it, right? Look at where the 21 is. 21 was closer. The 50 is way up here. The 100 is way up here. The 200 is still pretty much flat, right? That's why the bigger the time frame, you want to have a smaller moving average to guide your eye. Now, I'm going to get rid of all of those and go back just to candlesticks, right? Just looking at this, you can say, you know what? As long as I see red, 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 I'm selling, 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 blue, 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 pull back, and you begin to see different patterns. Look at this pattern right here, right? I already see something right here. Bang, Andre, what do you see? Came up, fell off, came up, fell off, came up, fell off, came up, fell off, came up, fell off. Finally, right here, finally broke through right here. Clues in the market, right? What else do you see, right? Down here became a floor. Came through, came back up, came back and retested right here, went all the way up, came down, retested right here. When it was coming down here, what are we going to do? We're going to look to the left. What happened the last time it was in this area? It hit this area and it went up 1,000 pips. This is how you begin to plot and plan your trades, right? So when it came down here, we knew there was not guaranteed a high probability that it may go back up 1,000 pips. Boom, another 1,000 pips. You're in a standard lot. Congratulations. In how many hours? You just made $10,000. Hit this area, good chance to go down. Didn't go all the way down. Went down about 300 pips. Came back up to the same ceiling. Consolidated for a couple 4 hours. You're waiting for it to break down or break up. What did it do? It dropped again, did the same thing it did previously. So this can't be this easy. Is it this easy? Too easy. Another 1,000 pips. You made another $10,000. That was all from the 16th of August to the 23rd of August. $20,000 in the bank in a few days, right? Finally broke through. There is so much to go through. There's so much to learn. Once again, this is about repetition, 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 and going through it. GBP, JPY, this currency pair pays out a lot of money. You can have a small account and still make a lot of money. This is really my favorite pair. This was a pair the first time I turned $600 into $3,000 in a week on this pair. And I lost it all the next week. Didn't even know what I was doing. Didn't even know about a margin call. Back in the day. Okay. I called a buy on this pair right now, right? Andre, why'd you call a buy, right? First of all, let's look at this. I'm gonna go to the bigger time frames, right? Matter of fact, this was in 2008 over here. The last US economic crash. This pair fell right here in a matter of 4 months, 9,000 pips. Whew. If we knew then what we know now. But once again, to know what may happen in the future, look back to the past. Few things I begin to see, right? Marking this up. Here was a strong floor down here. Bum, 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 bum. Another floor right here, right? Here, I'm gonna go about right here. There's no exact way to do support and resistance. There's no exact way. Some people put the yellow line at the very top of the candlesticks. Andre, what do you mean by that? Some people put their line right here, the very tiptoe, right? I like to get within the body somewhere. Touch enough candle right there. Once again, it's just a zone, it's an area, right? Now, looking at everything you guys have learned so far, where is the next high probability, not guaranteed, for the GBP versus the JPY to go to? What price? Someone put in the chat. If you guys can see my chart, if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see that number or not. Someone put in the chat. If you guys can't see the number to the far right, the yellow line, say put no, you can't see it. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. The numbers are tiny, but the next high, okay, no, you guys can't see it. Okay, it's this yellow line over here. Well, I'm sure we all agree, right, that I'm speaking about this yellow line right here, right? Everybody agree with that? By top yellow line. Who's that, Trudy? Exactly, yes, okay, great. That line, write this down, is 155.010. So I'm gonna say 155.000. Write that down, put in the chat, 155.000. Andre, how many pips up is that? That is 1,000 pips, a little over 1,000 pips. Don't jump into that trade right now. I actually already called a buy on it. I know some people have already, now some people already saw it come down here and they're already in a buy. They're already up like a few pips, right? I mean, it's 1,400 pips. They've already, you know, from way, now I'm on the monthly time frame. This means every candlestick represents 1 month. Bigger vision, it's the same thing though. Bigger vision, the same thing. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this works on the 1 minute time frame to the monthly time frame. Candles, they go up and they go down. Knowing what I've taught you, look at this trend that happened here in May 2012, and it went all the way up here, 6,000 pips. Every single month, blue. Now, I know the majority of people do not have the mindset or the patience to stay in a trade over months, years, you know, but it's the same thing. The Heikanatri is showing you blue. What's been happening in the last 4 months? Blue, right? Each candlestick has been getting higher. This one got a little higher than this one. This one got much higher, has been making progressively higher highs. So once again, there is a high probability that this month of January is going to end higher than it did in December. If it just got even, that's 464 pips, if it just got even. But there's a high probability it's going to get higher and go all the way up to 155. Andre, is that guaranteed? Nothing is guaranteed. It's a high probability. Now, I'm going to go on to the daily time frame. Same trade. This is what it looked like right here when it bounced off of this floor on the monthly. I'm gonna go back. I want you guys to see this. This is what it looked like when some people bought it down here. When it, why, Andre, how did they know to buy? Last time it came down, it went down through, but it came back up and it went back up. None of these candlesticks were able to open and close. That means the full body of the candle was below this yellow line. This candle pierced through it, but the body of the candle never got below it. Over here, you can see none of these candles even pierced through this floor of support. That floor of 128,350 was strong. The candles could not push through. Price does not like to hang around support and resistance areas for long. It's going to move away, right? So that's why some people bought down. We got into buy trades and we made some of this. Now, here's the same thing on the daily. This is what it looks like on the daily time frame, right? Came down through, went up a little bit, boom. went up. So here for 10 days, blue, 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 blue. Once again, price moves in waves, went up. Here is a doji candle. A doji is a high probability reversal candle. There's a doji on the daily. We may be getting a pullback to go back down. What did it do? It pulled back down about 500 pips. We sold it. We sold it going down. But look at this. This is what I want you to see, right? This is what I want you to understand. I'm going to mark this double right here, right? I'm going to mark this double, right? That is the daily. Here is the weekly view, is blue, 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 pullback. The monthly, at that time, it really wasn't a full blue yet, so it was still iffy, right? But now on the monthly, when you look at this, you say, you know what? The overall trend of the GBP JPY is up. It makes sense to take the buy trades. Andre, can I counter trend trade? What do you mean by that? Trade both ways? Of course you can. That's what this was, right? But we knew, or we know now, that the overall trend is up, right? And we can see what happened here. This thing blasted up. That's the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Same view, same picture. What's it look like? Here's the same thing on the 4-hour time frame. Once again, the smaller the time frame, the more noise. But here, it went up, it pulled back, it went up, low pullback, went up, low pullback, went up, low pullback, stair stepping, till eventually it paused up here, couldn't go any higher, and does what? Began stair stepping down, went down, pulled back, went down, pulled back, went down, blah, 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 blah. Same thing. You're just writing it down, right? Till eventually it did what? The same exact thing. It got to a point where it could not go any lower. None of these candles right here, you're looking every 4 hours. You say, Andre, listen, hey, you looking at the GBP, JPY? Yeah. You know what? Every 4 hours, none of these candles can get below 130, 700. That's a good sign, right? They're knocking on the door, but they can't get in, right? Eventually, they moved away. I see a few blue candles. I'm in, going up the other way. Another 1,000 pips, right? Okay. Here we are in real time right now, right? 4-hour time frame. Look what happened, right? We had a move down last week, and now little doji right here. Every 4 hours, what are we seeing? The same thing. Wax on, wax off. Seeing the same thing, doing the same thing, earning the same thing. It's the same thing. This isn't rocket science, right? We're seeing blue, 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 blue. Here's my question, right? If you're in a trade right now, how many people, if you're going to get out, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not going to get out, put a 7 in the chat. If you're in the GJ, JPY, GBP, JPY, if you're going to get out, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not going to get out, put a 7 in the chat. A lot of sevens, a lot of sevens, a lot of sevens. But we know some of you, as soon as you get in 20 pips in the profit, you're getting out. I'm in 20 pips. It moved 30 pips. I'm out. People contact me all the time and say, man, did you look at gold? Did you look at this? It just made a big move. I look at the chart, the thing moved 30 pips. 30 pips is not a big move. A big move to me is 300, 400, 500 pips. That's a big move. Look at the charts differently. These little 20 pips, 30 pips, 50 pips, those aren't big moves. Oh, I'm down big. They're down 30 pips. Wrong mindset, wrong approach. Look at this thing at the bigger picture, right? So once again, you guys are right. Everyone, well, I'm going to say this, right? If you put a 1, you're right. If you put a 7, you're right, right? Because you know what? You could take profit at any time. So if you put a 1 and you see you're going to get out now, no problem. You may say, you know what? A person may say they're looking at this and they may say, you know what? I think this is a major support and resistance area right here, where it is right now. I'm looking back over here in December. This area was consolidation. I'm getting out. That's okay. That's okay. Someone else may say, you know what? I'm going to sell. I think this thing's going to fall from here. That's okay. If you're selling, you have to make sure you define your risk. You know where your stop loss is, how much you're willing to risk. Myself personally, I'm not getting out till I see a red candle. I'm going to let this puppy run and ride because we don't know. It may go up to right here. It may do this, what it did in December. It may blast off for almost 500 pips. Is it too late to get in? Okay, let's answer that question. Who's that? Tresh? That's the $64,000 question. Is it too late to get in? First of all, hopefully you're taking my trades to the trade ideals. I called this buy and I gave you stop loss and everything. Let's go through this, right? Is it too late to get in? Okay. Now the first thing we see, we're seeing blue, 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 blue on the 4 hour. The daily has not, this may be the first blue candle if it closes within this 24 hours, right? What's the 1 hour doing, right? 1 hour time frame is telling the picture. 1 hour came off this floor right here, came from down here, boom, 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 blasted up, has gone up 170 something pips. Those of you with a standard lot, congratulations, you made $1,700. Okay, this is what I want to see, right? Someone put in the chat, what do we want to see first before we jump in on this buy on the 1 hour? Someone put in the chat. Who is that? Rose. Is that my sister Rose? Okay. We want to see a pullback. Exactly. Rose, Janelle, everybody, a pullback, a pullback. I recommend a pullback, right? I recommend to see a pullback. Andre, what do you mean by a pullback, right? We want to see something like this, right here, like this, right here. The price of the house right now is $300,000, right? I want that house to come down to $250,000. And then I want to buy the house. I don't want to buy in what potentially may be an overpriced market. Well, Andre, what if it blasts up from here and goes up to $400,000? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But here's one thing that happens in the market, right? Impulse moves, right? And this happened to me a lot when I first tried to learn this, right? And it happens to a lot of newbies, right? New traders, let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Let me give you an example, right? I'm going to give you a good example. Here's a good example right here. Here's a good example. Jumping on a runaway train, right? This move right here, everyone can look at in hindsight, say, man, this move is over 400 pips. Man, if I just saw that, I'd have made $4,000, whatever, $8,000, whatever it is, right? Do you all realize many people lost money in this trade? Andre, how is that possible? All I saw was blue, blue, blue every hour. First of all, this move blasted out. This one candle right here in 1 hour, this thing was 400 pips. This one candle right here, right? But this is what happened, right? A lot of people, this is why repetition is key, right? Before you can see that move, this is what you saw. This is what you saw. You just saw a price going right here. You saw price just going back and forth, lulling you to sleep. You're just sitting there, lulling to sleep, lulling to sleep, lulling to sleep. I'm not even looking at this, I'm going to something else. I don't know where this thing is going, right? But then what happened is it begins to explode. I don't remember if this was news or not. If you don't know where to get the news on, that's forexfactory.com. I'm going to show you right here. Look at news. I always look at news. Forexfactory.com. High impact news today. There was no high impact news tomorrow. What do we have? Boom. 10 a.m. US dollar news. 7:30 p.m. Aussie news. Forexfactory.com. Andre, how do you only get the high impact news? Right over here. There's a little filter. I only check the red. That's all I want to see. I hit apply filter. Just show me the high impact news. I don't want to see anything else. Here's Wednesday. Here's Thursday. Or you can see the whole thing. Right here, I can see the whole week, right? I just go day by day, right? High impact news, forexfactory.com. Get your news alerts. That may make the market surge, right? Okay, back to my example, right? So here's what happens, right? When this thing began taking off, most traders who don't understand what I'm showing you, they're going to be scared to get in. Should I get in? Should I not get in? Some people are going to be brave. Some people are going to push the button. Some people are going to understand support and resistance, was already looking for a breakout. They're going to jump in. But many traders, they're going to see this thing start taking off. Once again, remember, this one candle in 1 hour shot up 400 pips. Oh, man, fear of loss, going to miss out. They're going to push the buy button up here to jump in. They finally jump in. Right after they push the buy button, what happened? The train stops. And what does it do? It drops back down 170 pips. Stops them out. Maybe they don't even have a stop loss on this trade. After that, what does it do? It goes back up here, plays with you. Then what does it do? It drops all the way back down 400 pips, the whole move. If you're over leveraged, already blew your account. I've done this thing many, many times, right? So this is why I say, wait for the pullback, be patient, wait for the possible pullback, and then get on a trade. Now here, even with this pullback, you could have got in, you'd have still made money, but what? It didn't go and make a big move up, right? It still went up almost 100 pips. So you still made money, right? But the key thing is wait for the pullback. This is why, especially on the smaller time frames, as soon as you push buy, it goes short. As soon as you push short, it goes up. As soon as you push up, it goes down. Jumping on the moving trade. Andre, what do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, right here again, right? Right here, right? Here. Each candlestick begins to move up, move up. The novice trader, the newbie, oh, well, I got to be certain. I got to be sure. Okay, it's up high enough. I'm jumping in. As soon as you push the buy button, it comes back down for a sell. Oh, it must be going down. Let me push the sell button. And you wait for a while to make sure the sell is set up. This is how the market gets you. As soon as you wait long enough, oh, it's in the sell, I'm selling. You push the sell button. Come on, chart. You push the sell button. Soon as you push the sell button, bam, it blasts up and goes the other way. Now you're mad. You're like, wait a minute. Is this market watching me? What the H is going on? You're losing money. You're mad. You're pissed off. So once again, don't jump in when the price of the house is high. Wait for the price of the house to pull back down low. Everybody getting that? If you're getting that, put a 4 in the chat. 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 It happened the time over the past few days. Hey, listen, it happened to me many, many times before I finally realized, wait a minute, because when you look at the candlesticks, this is how the market hypnotizes you. And this is why, once again, it's also good to look at a bigger picture to see where the market is going and then trade in that direction, right? So instead of us jumping in on this sell, on this buy trade right here, after the thing is already moved up here a certain amount of pips, and then trying to jump in on the late train, hoping it continues to go up. Because when you're trading, right, this is what you're looking to see. You want to see, oh, all these blues going up. That's an easy trade. That's an easy, simple money trade. I call that a smooth trend. Why a smooth trend, Andre? One color. All I'm seeing is the same color going up. Easy trend going up. Here is, boom, 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 boom. Let's find an easy trend going down. Easy. I want an easy one. I'm on the one out. Here's an easy trend going down. All the same color over 12 hours, really 13 hours, right? That's an easy trend. That could be on any time frame. It doesn't matter, right? But the key thing, once again, is this, right? The price of the market, the real estate, the house begins to go up, right? Here's a little consolidation. Here, the house blasts up from $100,000 to, let's say, $200,000. I'm going to wait once again for a pullback. Here you can see we had 3 little red candles. So that means 3 hours. Wait, just be patient. Just 3 little hours to wait till you see what? I want to see at least 2 blue candles. I'm going to jump in on the 3rd candle and I'm up. But this could have easily right here, this could have easily come down the whole entire move, right? In this case, it didn't. It stair up nicely, but it could have easily done this right here. Right there, it pulled back 200 pips. A lot of newbies lost money right there. They jumped in late, or even if you didn't jump in late, here's the next thing that gets you, used to get me, right? This is what happens, right? You catch this move right here, going up, right? Every single hour is going up. You're in at a standard. You're doubling up. You're tripling up. You're quadrupling up. You just keep adding on lots, adding on lots, adding on lots. You say, you know what? I know this thing is going up to this yellow line, support and resistance. I'm about to catch this whole move of 600 pips. I'm in at a couple standard lots. I'm about to make $6, $12, $18,000 and cash out. Boss, you're fired. You're getting the phone ready. You're ready to dial the boss's number. I'm here to, this thing just goes a little more. I'm calling the boss. How the market gets you, right? So you keep adding lot size, adding lot size, adding lot size, leveraging up. Remember the example I told you? I took $600, I turned it into $3,000 in a week. It was this kind of trade. I just kept adding, 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 adding. I was like, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is it. Looking for that big power move on up, right? But this is what happened, right? And this is what you have to be careful of in the market. Once again, trading in the zone, they go through this, a psychology of this thing, right? It's more than just pushing buy and sell buttons, right? During this time, the endorphins in your brain, you become euphoric, you become happy, you think you got this thing, I know what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. You're getting ready to call the boss, tell the boss, supervisor, owner, whoever, they're fired. This is what happens, right? You begin to add all these lot sizes, over leverage and over leverage and over. Once again, in your mind, in your brain, all you're seeing is this. All you're seeing is this, right? You're seeing this. You're just hoping and praying. Lord, Holy Spirit, whoever you pray to, just hit that yellow line. I'm cashing out. I'm quitting my job. I'm trading full time. You're hoping and praying. Then you say, you know what? It's going good. I'm going to increase my lot size. Because now you're in, let's say you're in at 3 or 4 standard lots, right? If you do 4 standard lots, that's $40 a pip, an extra 300 pips. That's what is that? That's extra 300 pips times 40. Every 100 is $1,000, right? So extra $3,000-$4,000 depending on what you're in, right? Plus the money you've already been earning down here, right? You're over leveraged, right? But this is what happens, right? Because you're so over leveraged, right? The market begins to take a pause, right? The majority of your new trades that you put on are going to be in this zone somewhere, because this is your comfort zone, especially this candlestick right here. This candlestick right here in that 1 hour jumped up 200 and something pips. Everybody's happy, everybody's hype, but this is what the market does, right? And we don't know when the market's going to pull back. The market, the same thing, you're seeing the same thing over again, right? It hits a ceiling. Every hour, it can't get any higher. It won't break through, right? Things stay. All right. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Then you begin to see a red candle. A little panic set. Then you see 2 red candles, 3 red candles. Now, at this point, you're in over leverage so much that you're panicking. You don't want to lose any money. And remember this, now because you've over leveraged, you're going to lose money faster than you gained it this whole entire move coming up. So when you began down here, you're utilizing proper risk management. If you don't know what that is, $1 per every 1,000 in your account. That's my default risk management rule. In the Academy, it goes over all that. Also on cmprofits.com, under system, under computer trading, great videos on risk management, right? So you begin losing more money faster than you were even making going up. Now at this point, I did this. If you even have a stop loss, people take off their stop loss because you know what? We don't want to lose any money. And we're saying, well, you know what? Last time it did this, it came up, it only retraced a little bit and then shot back up. Only retraced a little bit, shot back up. So that means I'm only going to get 2 or 3 candles and it's going to shoot back up. Oh, tricky, slick market, right? Knows people are over leveraging, right? The bears take over. And now you're at your computer, watching your phone, at work, wherever, you're sweating bullets. Now you're not calling the boss anymore to tell him he or she is fired. What happens? The market begins to slowly, the drop of death or the rise of death, slowly, just dragging you through the mud, dragging you. So now you're down 100 pips right here. 100 pips, if you're over leveraged, you may have already lost the majority of the money that you've earned or in your account. Then it keeps going down, keeps going down. Now you're hoping and praying that you don't have a margin call. That means the amount of money in your account does not go to zero before this thing turns back around and eventually does what? Eventually goes up and hits that yellow line. But the key thing is we didn't know if it was going to go straight up and hit it or if it was going to pull back down 200 pips and then go up. That's why I utilize proper risk management, because a lot of people on this trade, they blew their account. And then they look back and say, damn, and it went exactly to where I thought it was going to go. So this is why you can be a good technician. You can know the analysis and what to do, but unless you manage it properly, you can still lose money every time trading. There's a lot to it. They go over this in depth in trading in the zone in depth. So many examples, so many scenarios. There's an example of a gentleman, he was excellent at technical analysis, looking at charts, but he couldn't get the overall picture of managing the risk and everything else. And he just kept losing, losing, and losing. And the guy who is doing the narration in Trading the Zone says how they gave him a suggestion. Listen, go get a regular job and go work for someone in the industry until you eventually get to the point. So he went on and did that, began working for a big trading company. And then one day the owner of the company saw that he knew technical analysis, and he did something with the owner, showed the owner whatever, blase, blase, and he began doing pretty well. But then the owner showed him something too, that what the owner showed him, because this same example, he told the owner, well, owner, this thing's going to go up and hit the yellow line. And the owner, this was a big trading company. The owner put an order in on that same currency for a huge order that moved the market the opposite way. So the owner showed him, listen, everything, once again, is the laws of possibility. Nothing is guaranteed in the market. Doesn't matter what you're seeing. Anything can happen at any time, and it will happen at any time. And that's why you get moves like that big move that happened, like this move in how many days? 3 or 4 days. This thing went up almost 1,000 pips out of nowhere. While it was going down every day, some people got comfortable. Oh, it's going to go down to the yellow line. It's going back down to the floor like it did right here, right? Like it did right here in 7/26 last summer, July 20. Oh, it's going to go back down every day. It's going to go down, guaranteed. I know it is. And same scenario. They came in over here using proper risk. Oh, it's going over. Oh, I'm happy. It's going down, over leveraging, putting all the money on it, right? What does the market do? Blast off the other way. Same example. They're over leveraged or stopped out, blew their account. If you guys got that, put a 12 in the chat. If you understand that, put a 12 in the chat. Put a 12 in the chat. Put a 12 in the chat. Well, we're 2 hours in. It's 12:13 Eastern time, AM. It's Mondays. We're in the lab. We're in the markets. Okay. What I just showed you is something I had to overcome. A lot of people overcome. This is why some of you, especially you have a small account, a few $100s, a few thousand, you keep blowing that account over and over again. Because once again, markets will change. Even head and shoulder patterns, they're not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. The only thing you can control is your risk. Andre, what do you mean by that? This is what I mean by that, right? What I mean by that is this. If I said right here, this move down right here, right? If I said I'm going to sell right down here, right? And I get into this trade, that means over here, top left, I'm pushing this sell button to sell. I want it to go down. I'm putting whatever lot size. I want to see this thing go down, right? I'm going to place a protective stop loss about somewhere up here. That stop loss, because once again, I'm selling here at this yellow line. I want it to go down. My protective stop loss is right here at this yellow line, right? This distance right here, whatever amount of pips is, if it's 10 pips or 100 pips, what I want to know is if I lose this trade, when I lose this trade, how much is it going to cost me? Amateurs first look at how much am I going to win? How much am I going to earn? Professionals, we look at how much am I going to lose? That's the only thing you can control. The only thing you can control is if it goes against me, I'm going to lose this amount of money. Because once again, we don't know if it's going to win or how far it's going to win. But I know if I get to the market, I'm only going to lose from this yellow line to this yellow line. That's it. The market automatically gets me out of the trade. I'm out. I took a small loss. Now, once again, watch the videos on risk management to learn what that is out of your account size, right? I'm going to show you very quickly right here at cmprofits.com. Can't make this thing any simpler, any easier. Right here under the systems tab, click on computer trading. Two of the most important videos in your trading journey, risk management and trading psychology. You scroll down, right? Andre, they're so important. Why aren't they higher? Because people don't even watch them anyway. They go right to the trading videos, right? Right here, the 2% money management rule. Watch this video 20 times, 30 times, as many as you need to get it into your long-term memory to understand it. Once you understand this, this is going to be the majority of making money, hand over fist, relaxed in this market. The next one right here is trading psychology. This also goes hand in hand with trading in the zone. These two videos have 99% to do with your trading success. It's not the moving averages, it's not the charts, it's not the different indicators, it's not the differences, it's these two things right here. I can give you the best system. I just showed you an easy way to make money hand over fist. If you don't understand these two things, you're not gonna make money. Trust me, I tried. I tried. Okay, so I got into this trade for a sell. I was wrong. The sell didn't go. Once again, no big emotions. I put the trade on. I may be trading one trade on GBP. I may be doing another on Bitcoin, another one on Gold, whatever, wherever you can do trades from. Once again, this one trade is a small piece of a bigger picture, right? This trade goes against me. No problem. Hit my stop loss. You know what you do? You still have money in your account. You were wrong. Drop the ego, turn around and go the other way. The market is the one that's always right. Not me, not Warren Buffett, not the president, not whoever, the market is the one that's always right. We're just trying to jump on the train and get a piece of the big pie, these $1 trillion day markets. So you never get to the point to say, you know what, I guarantee, even in my, when you see me put in my trade updates, right? Possible. Look at this word, possible. Possibilities, what may happen, you know? Even though we won this trade, I'm looking, if it can't get past whatever, looking for pullback for another possible setup. It's all in the laws of possibilities. When you begin trading in possibilities, it's like printing money. Most people, because as human beings, we don't want to be wrong because we associate wrong with pain. We associate wrong with rejection. This is all in psychology. We associate wrong with the teacher, the parent, the spouse, to whoever who told you you weren't going to be anything, that you can't do this, you can't. That's a whole nother training, but it's important. Trading is going to teach you a lot about yourself. I learned a lot about myself in this, you know, your patience, you know, I'm by nature a very impatient person. Instant gratification. This thing taught me a lot of patience, a lot of patience. So once again, I was wrong in this trade. This is on a daily time frame. I'm gonna mark this area daily. It blasted up through my stop loss, right? Here is the 1 hour. Multiple opportunities to get back in, ladies and gentlemen, multiple opportunities. Here it is right here. This is my stop loss here, this yellow line, right? Here it went up. Nice little pullback, 1 or 2 candles on this candle right here. Here's my money candle right here. I'm back in. Here it goes up 300 pips before even turning red again, right? In this example, I lost 80 pips. Here, I picked up 300 pips. Simple math. Earn more pips than you lose, and you're gonna earn every single time. Every trade is one piece of a bigger picture. Here, it went up. What did it do then? Nice little pullback. The house was overpriced. It went from 300,000 back down to 200,000. You're looking for opportunity to get back in. What did they do? Same thing over and again, right? Hit this little floor every single hour, Andre can get below this price of 135, whatever, looking for a possible entry to get in, go up to the same thing over again. That's on the 1 hour time frame. The bigger the time frame, the easier it is to trade. I'm gonna repeat that. The bigger the time frame, the easier it is to trade. Andre, what in the heck do you mean by that? I'm gonna show you, right? Now, once again, this is a smooth trend down. Why? All red, 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 red. This is every 4 hours. This is a smooth trend up, right? From right here. Look at the doji, right here, doji candle. Every 4 hours for hours, went up almost 400 pips, right? Went down almost 300 pips, right? Same two moves, right? That's the 4 hour time frame. That's August. I'm gonna drop down to the 1 hour. Here is 1 hour. Same trade. A lot more up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, this is still pretty nice. Everything you've learned, impulse up, pull back, impulse up, pull back, impulse up, pull back, impulse up. Andre, can I add more lot size? I'm going, of course. Put your stop loss right here, lock in. It goes up, boom, lock in. Of course, same thing, right? That is the 1 hour time frame, right? Here is a 15-minute time frame. So let me go back. September, yep. Same thing, 15-minute time frame, right? Same exact thing, right? But what do you see? A lot more noise, right? A lot more up and down, up and down. This is why if you only try to trade in smaller time frames, it's much harder. The way to do this is when you looked at this, you knew the bigger time frame, the 4 hour in this case, was going down. So all you're doing after all these pullbacks, you're just selling. That's all you're doing. Here, as it was going up, you're just entering on the 5-minute, 15-minute. You're just taking all the buy trades. You're trading with the dominant trend of the 4 hour and making money. If that makes sense, put a 1 in the chat, please. Put a 1 in the chat. Woo! Put a 1 in the chat. I can go for 2 or 3 more hours, but I'm not gonna overcook your grits. It's Money Mondays. We got many more Mondays to go. And hopefully everyone got some value out of this training tonight. Once again, we do these calls every Monday night. The key thing is complete the I Am Academy. You're going to learn this and so much more. Get on Go Live TV. You have educators showing you stuff like this and much, much more every day, 7 days a week. There's no reason that you, your family shouldn't make 2020 your best financial year ever. These markets are amazing. We live in the best time in the history of the world of trade. Once again, I'm going to be focused on these 4 trades. I will be putting the trade ideals in the web analyzer, the Vibrata. Look out for them. And just get ready to prosper. Plug into the events. Share this information. You know someone who knows someone who's going to come in here. They're going to take this thing so serious because you know what? They got a burning desire to learn, to quit their job, to fire their boss, to do whatever, or just to even earn. They may love their job. This one have additional income to pay off student loans, get the new home, get the car, retire their parents, retire themselves, whatever it is, right? If you share this, those people are going to come in and they're going to help you understand. They're going to pick it up faster than you. They're just going to see it for whatever reason. It's not going to take them a year, 3 months. Some people, they're just going to go through the information. They're just going to see it, you know? They're just going to see it. And those people will help you become a better trader. They'll help you on your journey. They'll also help you share this and build your team also. Get your account to at least $10,000 account. Get to at least Platinum 1000. That means you'll only help 30 people. All the information is on cmprofits.com. Go through that site. Once again, hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for getting on this call. I want to thank all of our leaders, all the testimonials. I want to thank all the customers. I want to recognize everybody. I'm super excited. Never been more excited, as you guys can see. Right now it's 12 o'clock. I'm wide awake in the middle of the night. Probably going to be up all night. Tomorrow I'm going to the beach. Just go hang out on the beach. Relax, take it easy. Trades are going, and we love doing this. It's real, and get your share of it. That's the main thing. Don't let this pass you by. Listen, I don't care if you have death in the family, if you're going through divorce. I don't care if someone's sick, if you lost your job, you lost your home. Guess what? If you learn this information, it can solve all your financial problems. All your financial problems. Now, you're still going to go through life. You're going to have those other problems. So you know what? It's better to go through them with a lot of money in your pocket as opposed to being on a job in a cubicle broke. Trust me, it's a lot better. So once again, I want to thank everybody. Next week, same time, same place. Money's gonna do it again. Hey, once again, my name is Andre Campbell. As always, I'm wishing everyone prosperity in life and in business. Let's go.
Is the law. Mm-mm.